is the HDV?
Haringey Development Vehicle, HDV, is a plan for Haringey Council to hand over £2 billion worth of property to a joint venture company with Lend-Lease, a big Australian property developer. It will mean handing over businesses, council estates and land currently owned by the council to a private company called the HDV. Lend-Lease have made it very clear that they intend to demolish key council estates, big council estates, quite quickly and rebuild now. Who are they going to rebuild for? Because it's quite clear that Lend-Lease will be building it for profit. They've made it clear that they will be excluding people who are living here in the area now. This is a huge social cleansing operation triggered by Haringey Council in alliance with Lend-Lease. They've given up fighting against the government, so they're going to try and change the people rather than change the government, and that's a scandal and a shame.
The horror stories about a Labour council looking to sell off public land to private developers, you know, basically accepting that gentrification has to, you know, have its place here in Haringey. Low earners in Haringey are effectively priced out of their communities that they grew up in and eventually being relocated as far as the Midlands. I mean, it makes me sick to my stomach. This cannot be happening, especially at the hands of a Labour council.
Our streets, Maze Road and Caxton Road, are due for demolition under the HDV. So it's like about a street and a half of mainly Victorian houses, and it's where they want to have the Crossrail exit and shopping plaza, which our houses are in the way of.
As you know, the council is planning to demolish our homes. I'm one of the leaseholders, and my house is under the plan of demolition. And I don't want that, so I'm fighting against it. I'm fighting to keep my home. I've been living there for 30 years. Had 3 lovely children there. We've got a very good community. We have a very good traveling link, and all these things, you know, they want all of that. So basically, they're just pushing us, no matter what. We don't have a say.
Why are they doing it? Why are Haringey Council doing it?
Haringey Council see themselves as a trailblazer council. This is the biggest handover of public property in British history, and essentially they say that the current population of North Tottenham in particular, which is poor and very, very mixed ethnically, and therefore, because it's poor and old, etc., needs a lot of social care, a lot of resources from the state and from the local government, and don't pay massive taxes in terms of council tax. They get benefits and so on and so forth. This they see as a problem. The solution is to bring in people who do have money, and that will encourage more businesses, more council tax, more business taxes, etc., so that we end up in a situation, they're quite clear, that they want to turn North Tottenham, one of the poorest parts of London, into the new Shoreditch or the new Dalston, move the poor people out and move rich people in.
The Green Party believes in housing for everyone, built for social need, not for profit. That's our policy, and so we're supporting this march against social cleansing and profiteering out of low-income people, and also about the breakup of communities that it means when you demolish council estates and put up private housing.
My neighbours are very good. You know, like when I go on holiday, I leave my keys with my neighbours. That's how trusty we are. And then when I go to a new place, I wouldn't know these people, so my life would just keep on going down. I'm not going to rise up.
Maureen worked in a local nursery for years,
yeah,
so she knows a lot of the young people as well, and those are the kind of things that for young people to feel safe on the street, for them to know the creche workers, the nursery workers, the people that they grew up with, the aunties and all the neighbours, and
absolutely.
that
when
makes
I go
the
out
safety.
walking down the street, everybody say, "Hi, miss. Hi, Mariam." You know, like you're not going to get that anywhere else. You can't. No matter how many new houses they build, they're not going to give us this community, are they? And these people are basically been told that they're going to get the houses, but the thing is reality. Come to reality, they can't afford it. These people are unemployed, low income. People are struggling to earn a living and pay the council tax. I mean, council rent. Let's say if they're paying 500 now, they will be paying 1,500 then.
Yeah.
Can they afford it?
No. My children can't. My children have all moved out of London. They can't afford to live it. My daughter moved to Skegness. She can't afford rent here. It's just, and we've lived here all our lives as well.
People are already struggling, and they're making it more hell for people to live.
Yeah.
People feel it's very unfair. Where are those people going to go to? How are we going to house them? And are they going to be able to afford the housing that's being rebuilt in the buildings that are being knocked down? And it will bust up communities, and we're not in favour of that. So, you know, we're much more in favour of what's happening on the St Anne's Hospital site in the borough, where they've set up a community land trust, and it's the community that's deciding how the site will be run and how much the houses will cost. And that's a much better model, much better model.
This campaign is going to go on and on and on. We have a protest at the Royal Courts of Justice on October the 25th, when we have raised £25,000 to institute a judicial review of the decisions to hand over all this property to Lend-Lease. We're hoping to delay it long enough to be able to force Haringey Council to change its position.
So we will say to COBRA and other morally bankrupt politicians who are allowing this to happen, who are encouraging the social cleansing of London, we will stand against you. We will resist you. We will fight to our last breath. Because we have rights, we have truth, we have justice on our side.